Welcome in, welcome in. This is Family Affair. I'm Naquan.
It's Darnell. It's Thursday, March Madness, end of the week. We here to pick y'all up. It's been a long work week. UConn play today. Might have to cut the show short 10 minutes because they play at 6. Nah, I'm just joking.
We is not cutting the show short. You know that game going to start late and y'all going to lose anyway. So
Yo, why are you wishing? You know what? Last time you did that, Duke lost. So watch what you say. He was talking real greasy when we lost to Villanova. I was like, all right, I ain't going to say nothing. Karma going to get you right back. Next day, Virginia Tech. L.
You know what? Yeah, maybe I should chill. But what's going on with you, man? How's the week going? How's everything going?
I'm ready for a weekend.
Yeah, this week, maybe it's the daylight savings, but this week is just dragging.
You know, though, it didn't mess me up bad. Like, I was fine, but.
So, I'm usually, I wouldn't say I'm a morning person, but I don't mind. Okay, I won't say I won't mind. I have trouble sleeping late. So, you know, I'm usually up at 4 or 5 in the morning. But lately, the alarm has actually been waking me up. Like, this week has been tough. I don't know what it is, but.
Go to bed at night.
I do, man. Come on, man. I got kids.
Yeah, never mind. I forgot about that.
You know I'm the first one in the bed. But we got some, unfortunately, our representative in the NCAA tournament went out last night, Charles Pride, and the Bryant Bulldogs, I believe they are. I'm not sure, but the Bryant University lost to Walker.
That was the Kiss dude, the leading scorer in the country. It was his fault. Every time he scored, he was fronting and not playing defense, and they would score right back. Like, he the reason they lost.
Yeah, man. I had high hopes for him. I really did.
Too much, man.
I really did. Bryant this is their first time getting into the tournament. Had a great season. Shout out to Charles Pride and the Bryant University.
Was this his last year?
Junior year. So he'll be back next year, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Or maybe we get a little transfer in there and go to a better school. You know, we'll see.
Well, if he go back to Bryant, he need to tell what you call it at the end of the draft. Cause man, he really was making me mad. Cause there's no. Act like you did it before, bro. You do not got to flex every time you score.
He hasn't. They never been to the NCAA tournament.
No,
national TV.
No. He was doing this before the NCAA tournament. He flexes every time he scores.
I haven't.
And it's no reason to do that. Just go back and play defense. Cause okay, you got your buckets. The other dude on the other team had 30 though too. So what you was doing?
I think that's a trend in this day and age when it comes to basketball. Like, the stars don't play defense.
No. He flexing. Like, everybody's going back to court. He's still flexing and doing all this other stuff.
No, I understand that. That's nonsense. I'm talking like he's doing that because he doesn't care about defense. You know what I'm saying? That seems to be the trend.
That's why he home.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately. But, we had some big news out of the NFL this week. You know, it's March now. We're supposed to be starting off with basketball, but the NFL smartly moved
their March Madness.
They moved the free agency and all that up. We got Brady that came back. We got free agent signings.
Man, Brady knew what he was doing.
Yeah, okay, so let me give everybody my Brady take. This is what happened, because all week I was listening to why Brady did this, why he retired in the first place. Why you?
Because you about to say what you text me earlier in the week.
Yo, this is my Brady take. The reason he retired, he had to prove a point to his wife. Now let me explain this. We all lived with a female before, and when she wants something done, you know, she gonna nag you, and Giselle wanted him to retire. And he kept telling her, this ain't the time. And it got to a point where he was like, you know what? I'm so tired of this. I need her to just chill. I'm going to go ahead and retire. And he knew the uproar it would cause because he was second in the MVP voting. He was not ready to retire. And everybody knew it. And that's why he left the door open in every single interview after he retired, right? Now just think about it. So what transpired next, and Brady knew this would happen, was Giselle and the family was chastised everywhere they went in public. People would ride by and flick her off. I'm sure.
Is this according to you or according to sources?
Just think about it. This is what because he was retired. He told everybody that he wanted to retire to be with his family, and 40 days later he unretiring. What happened was they were getting harassed, and the icing on the cake, Lil Tommy got jumped in school. What happened was one of his classmates, not his teammates, one of his classmates' dad lost on the parlay. Mad Brady's not coming back to the Buccaneers because they sucked for so long. And they took it out on Brady.
Bro, that man kid probably go to a private school. He's not getting jumped in school.
I promise you that was the icing on the cake. They was outside on the playground playing football. Brady, they was like, hey, Brady, your dad sucks. He got to defend.
Movies, man.
He got to defend his pops. You know what I'm saying? And they whooped his ass. And he came home with a black eye. And Giselle was like, you know what? That's it. Just go back. Just go back. We can't take this no more.
No, we can't take you no more. That was outrageous.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened.
But okay, this is my take. I feel like he was pressured into retirement, not to his extent, and he knew all along he was coming back. So
why did he know it though? Because he knew.
All he know is football. That's all he want to do.
No, he knew.
You gotta think they've been doing this their whole life. I'm gonna retire and do nothing, like just chill with the kid. He probably sat at the house with the kids like, I'm not doing this yet. I'm about to go cut football.
No, he had to prove a point. Now Giselle was gonna be like, you know what? Play until you ready. I ain't gonna bother you no more.
Yeah, okay, until you get folded in half.
They can't hit the quarterback no more.
I don't mean it can't happen.
So what do you think is their chances this year?
I mean,
I think they got a big shot.
I was gonna say with the way the NFC looks.
Yeah, everybody's going. You got Matt Stafford. Because I'm sorry, I don't. You're not on the edge with me, but I'm done with Aaron Rodgers. Like I've seen this Green Bay thing, and then he's taking all this money. They can't even sign. They got a franchise tag Devontae Adams, so they're going to be losing pieces.
Whoa. They offered what you call $23 million a year. He just don't want it. He want to be the highest paid. Like, bro,
I don't knock him.
For what? It's only $4 million away. Like,
yo, that's easy for you to say. Oh, it's only $4 million, man.
Somebody offered you $23 million right now, and you got to pick between that and 27.
Yeah,
you like, I don't care. Just give me it.
Yeah, because I'm a bus driver, but he.
It's not like this is his first contract.
But he's the best. In his eyes, he's the best receiver in the league.
With no ring.
Neither is Hopkins, and he got 27.
So you want to win a ring, or you want to be highest paid?
Yo, listen. Y'all can figure out that salary cap stuff.
And I wouldn't give up on Rodgers because I think if they would have played the Rams, they would have won.
I don't know.
They beat them during the regular season at Lambeau.
But Rodgers don't play the same in the playoffs,
The Rams don't play the same in the cold. Because they went there twice last year. They beat them in the playoffs the year before, and they beat them at Lambeau in the cold. Rams don't play the same way.
Jared Goff, not Matty Stafford.
No, Stafford was there this year. They played in the cold.
I'm talking about in the playoffs.
Okay, what about this year? They played Green Bay in the cold during the regular season.
During the regular season,
and got smacked.
I don't care. And Rodgers is not the same player in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. They didn't even score.
That's the Niners, bro.
Man, the Rams got a pass rush too.
Hey, all right. Either way, I think the Packers would beat the Rams, but that's neither here nor there. The question was, does Brady have a chance? Yeah, ain't nobody in the NFC really. You got to worry about Rodgers and the Rams and the Packers. That's it.
And that's the thing. The Rams and the Packers are losing pieces as we speak. So
right. So
no, I think they got to. The Rams just signed somebody.
They picked up Allen Robinson.
I was surprised about that one.
Yeah, I'm just like, where they get the money from?
Yeah, like, okay, so it wasn't just me. I'm like, where in the world they got the money for this? Because it wasn't no light contract.
But the second half of the year, when they get everybody back, that's gonna be trouble. You got Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Allen Robinson, and probably OBJ once he signed back. And Van Jefferson. So that's 5. They could literally play 5 out and put Cam Akers on the sideline.
That's tough. That is tough.
crazy what the marketer do. Just because your location, you can get all this talent.
Well, I think it's more than that because the Rams, the way they don't care about their first round picks because they draft so well. So it's like they're able to make deals other teams can't because they really trust in their scouting and their drafting teams. And
well, it also helps that they first round picks gonna be towards the end, so they just like, here, who won first round pick? Because it's gonna be the late 20s.
But if you really think about it, you get most of your starters in the first 3 rounds. So it's like if you can hit on one of those, if you can hit on those draft picks in the first 3 rounds, but they're drafting in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round and getting starters. You know what I'm saying? Where other teams aren't doing that. They striking out in those rounds.
They better nail their draft picks this year because they lost a lot of stuff.
No.
They lost Darius Williams. They got to replace him. They lost, we just said it, Von Miller.
Darius Miller is Williams. He's
the DB on the other side of
Yeah, see, that's the thing,
Ramsey.
though. I think they can find a corner in the draft because I wasn't, other than Ramsey, I wasn't impressed with anybody in their secondary.
But you got to be careful with that because you got to think. Okay, they're not going to throw at Ramsey. Whoever that rookie is, if you start them, they're going to be targeted all the time. So you can't just say, "Oh, I'm just going to draft somebody." Not for, that's just my opinion.
And I hear you on that.
Because that's a lot of targets for a rookie.
No, that's fair. But I feel like that's their train of thought is, all right, bounce, and we'll replace you with.
Although they could get a vet to go on the other side. And then put the rookie in the slot.
Well, that's the thing, too, because you talked about the location. Players will take pay cuts to go play in L.A. That's the one advantage they have when you talk about location. I think.
But it's a catch-22 because L.A. is expensive to live there.
These dudes is, because the ones that'll take the extra money, they already had that big payday, so they good. They get some endorsements. They figure it out money-wise, but. You know what I mean? To wake up into that sunshine every morning, man, it must be a beautiful thing.
Yeah, must be nice. No snow, no nothing. But we ain't got to worry about wildfires and stuff like that, so in the summer. I'll take my chances with the snow.
I'll take the chances with the wildfire.
Buy the house in the wrong area, it's going to get burned down.
I know, but shoot. I hate this snow. It's gonna be, everybody think. I see you pulled the shorts out today. Everybody think
this not because of the weather. This is because UConn's playing, and I need to get in comfortable mode the second this show is over. That's the only reason I got the shorts on.
Oh shoot!
Because I started to put sweats on. I was like, it's kind of toasty. I'm gonna throw the shorts on. Hop right out.
Y'all know it's gonna be 30 next week. Y'all out here in shorts and stuff. All right.
It's one day. It's gonna be 67 tomorrow.
All right, so give me your teams in free agency that you thought did the best.
The Broncos? No, Chargers. I'm bugging.
I was torn between those two, between the Chargers and the Broncos.
No, because
they made some moves.
Because the only problem was the defense. Now you done added Khalil Mack. You had Asante Samuel and Jimmy Bosa already. You added like I said, you added Khalil Mack. Didn't they add somebody else?
Cornerback.
I can't remember his. Oh, J.C. Jackson.
Yeah.
So, and you already got Derwin James. So, good luck.
You talk about
because they got a pass rush and they got the people to cover. So,
they have no excuse.
Oh, they don't. Absolutely no excuse. They do have one excuse. The coach, because he be doing goofy stuff going on 4th down in the weirdest spots. If he stopped doing that, they good. This is not Madden. This is real life football. And you can lose your job.
It do seem like he's playing Madden sometimes when he coaching.
Just on his own 30, like, I'm going for it. I'm like, bro, like, you don't get this. The other team is gonna score.
Yeah, he do not care. I like the move the Broncos made too, picking up. They stole Gregory from the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I just knew Von Miller was going back.
Yeah, I thought he was
we'll get
too.
to him in a minute.
I was surprised about that, but they picked somebody else up too. I I can't remember. It was somebody else on the defensive line. His name is slipping my mind, but DJ Jones or something like that.
Yeah.
And good player. I think their pass rush is going to be crazy. How's their O-line looking, though?
Their O-line not bad.
I was going to say, I heard reports before that it wasn't that great during the season.
They like middle of the pack, but they all young and getting better, though, so.
Okay.
I mean, Russ can move. He'll be all right.
Russ got a lot of pressure on him this year.
I don't think so.
I don't understand why you don't think that.
Because his division loaded. So if he don't win, he's all right. If he do win, it looks that much better.
That's true. It's just you force your way out and you blame the Seahawks for – because every time we play Russ – those are the only games I really watch, but it's really the same thing every time we play. Like, they be spanking us.
They actually don't. He don't play that well against us.
But I was just getting ready to say,
they'll make a play or two at the end.
They'll start. Okay, so I won't say they spanking us, but they'll start off high, and Russ will he'll take key sacks or throw a big interception. Like, he'll make mistakes to let us back in the game. And got to ultimately save them at the end.
We be whooping them. They come back at the end. Because remember the Monday night game? We was up 21-7. Because Anthony Harris got the pick, ran it back. That was the time we played them before we played them last year. Last year, we stomped them from the beginning because they came to Minnesota.
I don't know.
30-14. We stomped them.
No, I'm talking about the ones we lose.
Oh, the Monday night one, they came back.
Because I remember there was one game, like, the first half, we couldn't do nothing. Like, he was just – I want to say it was that Monday night game.
Nah,
it was a national TV game where we could not stop him in the either first half or first quarter. And then he made one mistake. I want to say he fumbled or shot a pick.
It might have been that game because we got the pick right before half. We had the lead because he was killing us the first quarter. The second quarter, we calmed down. That's when he threw the pick to Anthony Harris.
And then he just started folding.
In the fourth quarter, he just woke up.
Yeah, it was like that joke had me tight. I don't know what happened.
Slight news break: Gonzaga no longer on upset alert.
They pulled away.
It's 14. They up 14 with 7 minutes left. I think they're good.
That's a relief because I don't need my bracket. It's already killed. I
had North Carolina winning, but not by this much.
Really? Dang it. I took them to lose.
They are spanking Marquette. I thought Marquette would play.
Well, I know. I picked them in one of my brackets to lose and one of them to win. I wanted them to lose. Forget North Carolina.
Okay, well, since we're on that topic, we're going to give a slight NCAA tournament update. In other games, Tennessee won earlier 88-56. Richmond knocked off Iowa 67-63. Baylor dismantled Norfolk State 85-49. Providence survived 66-57. Boise State takes a L to Memphis 64-53. Michigan 75-63 over Colorado State. So we got a good night. We got Kentucky playing St. Peter's. It'll be over by halftime. Indiana at St. Mary's, a 5-12 matchup. I got Indiana winning. Creighton, San Diego State, 8-9 matchup. Arkansas, Vermont, 4-13 matchup. Murray State, San Francisco, 7-10. And UCLA, Akron, 4-13. Then you got a 1-16 Kansas and Texas Southern.
Ain't nobody watching that one.
I will. Probably.
All right, so back to the NFL. Before we move on to the NBA, I just want to talk about Deshaun Watson. So, well, go ahead. What you got?
Nah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's looking like he's going to Atlanta.
Okay, so this what happened. So this morning, I texted Naquan. I was like, Matt Ryan is probably gonna be a Colt. So he texted me back like mid morning. Saints just cleared out $29 million. I'm like, dang, they about to get Watson. But then Kyle Pitts tweeted, it's about to get scary in Atlanta. So I'm just sitting there like, okay, I might be right. So I think he's going to Atlanta. I think that's a good move for him. And it fits what they're doing because they not ready to win right now anyway. He gonna miss half the season probably for a suspension, so it just fits. He comes in middle of the season.
I don't understand why he's getting suspended if the charges was dropped. I know he still got civil
personal conduct policy. So he gonna have to sit out even though he missed last year. If he had missed last year with pay, he'd have been. I mean, without pay, he'd have been fine. But he got paid the whole time, so they gonna give him like 6 to 8 games.
Oh shoot. Okay.
But it fits Atlanta. They're not gonna win this year anyway. They'll be competitive if he plays.
But so you mentioned the Colts. I think that's what's because we seen the Kyle Pitts tweet and then he deleted it immediately after.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of read in between the lines that he's going
to be a dirty bird.
Atlanta. So what do you think is holding up? Maybe it is a 3-team trade.
Okay, you want to elaborate?
So you because I think
they don't need to do a 3-team trade.
Why not?
Because they could send Matt Ryan to Indy with no problem. Indy got like $70 million in cap space.
Yeah, but okay. You do 2 separate trades with Houston. Yeah, okay. Because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, once you seen the Saints, once you seen the Kyle Pitts tweet, you was like, oh no, he's going. No, once you seen the Saints clear a space, you said, oh no, he's going to the Saints. So Matt Ryan wouldn't be going to the Colts, and I don't know. I think maybe that's what's holding it up is maybe because Matt Ryan, Atlanta, they're not going to do him wrong. They're not going to send him to Houston or.
That's why I said send him to Indy.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what might be holding up the news is because they're trying to find. Because I'm guessing they can't complete the trade with both of them on the roster.
Hi, Matt. See you in Indy. And then do the Watson trade.
And that's what. But they're not gonna send him for nothing. Like you got to give me something for him.
If I'm getting Deshaun Watson, I don't care what you give me.
Forget that.
He's like 36.
Yeah, but you're rebuilding right now. You got Watson. Then what?
Okay. What's your expectation of what they're gonna get? Because he is old, and
for Matt Ryan, he's very reliable.
He's good.
All right, you put him with that team. You probably could use a couple more weapons, but
yeah,
they got a great offensive line. They got a run game. Frank Wright is good with quarterback.
Another couple receivers.
They need some receivers. Definitely.
All I got is Pittman,
and he's not a number one, but
he's more of a 2-position receiver.
I say he's a 2. I would second and a third.
You said or a third or and a third?
And a third. No, it's a It's a quarterback. Like,
but you gotta think how long he gonna play. It ain't like he a spring chicken,
bro. He's how old is he? 30? I mean, not 30, but 35, 36.
Go keep going. I'm gonna look.
He ain't up. He not to mention these quarterbacks. It ain't like
everybody not Brady. So don't say
all right. I understand that. I understand that. But Rodgers is up there. Like none of them look like they're slowing down.
36.
All right, he's up there. I ain't gonna lie, but he don't look like he's slowing down. Like he don't look like Ben Roethlisberger.
Nobody look like that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but. Back in the early,
I can see the second and third.
That's what I'm saying. Like back in the early 2000s, late 90s, quarterbacks by the time they're 35, they look like Ben Roethlisberger. That's not the case now. He's like because he's the only one, bro. He's the only one that just said, "Forget it." He played quarterback like he a lineman. Like he don't train in the summer.
Who he remind me of? Paul Pierce.
Yeah. Yo, that's a perfect comparison. That's a perfect comparison.
No, that's not a shot at Paul Pierce, but that man was in the league, 17 years? It don't even look like he touched the weight room.
Yeah. But he'll
give you buckets.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing with Ben. Like, okay, he looked like he's slow and stuff, but he gonna still throw for 4,000 yards and like 30 touchdowns.
He looked awful last year, though.
Yeah, because he don't got no mechanics. Once he can't move around like he used to.
Man, it was bad. It was bad. So that's what you're going with? You're going with Atlanta?
Yep, Matt Ryan will be in a Colts uniform this time next week. Might be by the weekend.
I could see that. Where do you think Baker's going? Because he can't come back to Cleveland.
I'm not gonna lie. I send him wherever, and I trade for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay. So I was listening to them talk about this on first.
But
things
he
first
don't give you the extra stuff that Baker give you.
Yeah, I guess they're the same person.
I'll be honest. If I'm Cleveland, I'd be tired of Jimmy too. I mean, not Jimmy. Baker.
No, I know they're tired of him, but it's like, shoot, why not get into the Matt Ryan sweepstakes? You know he's leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
I didn't think about that.
I feel like they can do better than Jimmy.
Yeah, but where you gonna send? You still got to send Kirk somewhere before you get Matt Ryan. I mean, you still got. I said Kirk. That's another topic. But you gotta send Baker somewhere before you take Matt Ryan.
Well, like you said, once you get your quarterback, who cares where he goes? Just get
okay. So where you gonna? Who want Baker? You might have to send somebody a first rounder to take his salary.
Well, shoot, if you got your quarterback, do what you gotta do.
Do Carolina dare do that stupid stuff again and take a shot on a rookie quarterback scale? Mind you, they still got Sam Darnold and got to pay him.
They ain't extending Sam Darnold.
Yeah, but they already took his year. They got to pay him. This upcoming year is his guaranteed like $20 million a year or something like that.
Damn, $20 million for Sam Darnold. I will be pissed.
Baker too. And he requested a trade today, but they said
Did he?
yeah, and they said they not accommodating him. So
Ooh.
the Browns said they not accommodating him.
I seen, but right before I walked in, I seen a story that said that they'd be willing to take him back in, like, because this morning all I heard was he could not come back. They need an adult in the room and all that stuff. But literally right before I walked into the studio today, I seen a report that said they basically can, patch this up.
I don't know how.
You
publicly tried to replace me.
And Baker, he seems like a real sensitive dude. So it's like,
but what can he do? He don't got a no trade clause, and you want that $20 million because he ain't got paid yet.
There's got to be some team that want him.
All right, AFC East, they all said. AFC what? No. AFC North, no. They just got Trubisky. AFC South.
I'd probably take Baker over Trubisky.
No.
Trubisky is trash to me. That's why I don't understand
I
why.
think he's better than Baker.
I think he's more athletic than Baker.
And that's another thing. I was going to say he could move around, so if stuff go left, he could take off.
Okay.
What was it, AFC South? No, they're going to use David Mills.
I mean, you can make a competition because David Mills.
No, I'd rather just let David Mills. Okay, champ.
The Giants.
No.
Why not?
No.
They got Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones not as bad as you. Watch what Dable do with him.
Okay. I forgot about Dable. Daniel Jones is trash.
He's not trash.
Word to me, he's garbage.
Not trash.
He got athleticism. That's it. He is garbage. I ain't see. Yo, I've watched a few Giants games. I haven't seen a good pass from him yet.
Nah, you bug. Now
Okay, I might be exact. Yo, it's very
He's
rare.
not that bad.
It's very rare. He's an awful quarterback.
Watch.
Detroit. Jared Goff ain't that guy.
Neither is Baker.
I mean, give him some competition.
No, I'm rebuilding. That's wasting finances.
That's fair.
Okay, did we go through the AFC South?
I was gonna say, ain't there the Saints?
Colts, no.
The Saints,
bro. I will sign Jameis back. I will sign Jameis back so
no,
fast.
that's the deal.
No.
The Saints need to go get Baker.
Listen, the Saints do that. Michael Thomas like trade me.
Shoot, it's better than.
I'd rather have Jameis.
I don't think Jameis coming back. I don't think they want to mess with him on the
he could go
ACL
to for free.
Not free, but
like
for
they
the
want
low.
to give up nothing.
I don't think. Honestly, I'm with you. I would test the waters with Jameis, but I don't think. If you notice, I don't hear his name at all. Like, I don't think anyone want to mess with him coming off of ACL.
I don't know why.
I don't
he
know.
don't run around, so that ain't really a thing.
Have you heard anything? I haven't heard Jameis' name mentioned in any of these.
Well, you gotta think the other quarterback stuff is going on. They waiting to see where Watson go. After Watson go, he might could go somewhere.
Listen to all the names we heard after Watson. We heard Matt Ryan. We heard Garoppolo.
Because they got to get rid of Matt Ryan.
We heard Garoppolo. And Garoppolo just had surgery.
We've been hearing about Garoppolo since last year.
Bro, Garoppolo literally just had surgery on his throwing shoulder. Not throwing for 4 months. Jameis got hurt at the beginning of the year.
That wasn't the beginning. It was the middle.
Bro, it was like week 6.
It was like at least week 8 or 9.
And he
halfway through.
And either way, Jimmy is hurt more recently. You don't hear anything about Jameis.
Just be patient, bro. That's how free agency works. It works in waves.
I heard Mariota's name more than I heard Jameis. Like I that's what
Mariota gonna get a chance again. I just don't know when, but
honestly, I think he's
maybe
better
Cleveland. Go there and compete. That won't be a bad idea. Bring him in and push him.
I don't. My thing with Mariota was I didn't think he was terrible. I just thought he kept getting hurt. I didn't think he was awful. I could see him with a bunch of teams, but he's another one. It seems like it's not a lot of teams messing with. It's confusing to me, but you know. They're the ones getting paid the big bucks. They know something we don't.
Yeah, we don't know nothing. We just right here and there.
Because Tyrod is getting contract after
he went
contract.
To Giants.
Yeah, I know. You
talking about Sam Baker? He can't beat Tyrod for a certain job.
I forgot about Tyrod.
I did too until you said it.
Well, he already beat Tyrod for a job. Didn't they trade him for Tyrod?
Tyrod got hurt.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Dang, Tyrod. Yo, he got bad luck. Every time he get hurt, it's by a rookie that keeps the job.
And they never do nothing.
Other than that 1 year in Buffalo. He threw the pick 6 to Ramsey, and they lost.
All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to get into our NBA topics, man. We got to talk about Kyrie. We got to talk about the Sixers. I'm getting a little nervous about them.
Oh, you got some crow to eat after last week.
Yeah, man. We got to get into it.
So they're going to blow the Nets out.
All right. We'll be back, man.
Join a community of online learning and find your bright future at the American Women's College of Bay Path University.
Getting your college education doesn't necessarily make it so you have different self-worth or you mean more. There's so many different roads you can take. But if you have the feeling that you want it, go get it. The American Women's College is supportive and kind, and what you've created has changed lives, and I'm so grateful that I can say I've been part of it.
Enrolling now for September and November at baypath.edu/future.
Cars today are computers on wheels. That's it. The fancy new tech makes our life easier in the car, but when something breaks, can you afford to fix the touchscreen display or the sensor, which can cost thousands of dollars? Most likely no. That's why I have Car Shield, and it takes away the worry and the panic of the expensive repair that you know is coming. Car Shield, their protection plans can save you thousands for covered repairs, including everything from an engine, transmission, GPS, electronics, and more. You can have your favorite mechanic or dealership do the work, and Car Shield takes care of the rest. They also offer complimentary roadside assistance and a rental car. It's inevitable something's going to break. It happens to everybody, including me. So get coverage from America's #1 auto protection company like I did, and find out why Car Shield cars go farther. Rates are as low as $99 a month, so visit carshield.com. Deductible may apply.
Welcome back. So let's get into it. So was that last night or the night before?
Night before.
I'm sitting at work and I get a alert.
The alert didn't do you justice.
This man
I was watching it live.
41 at halftime.
Spicy. It was a spicy 41.
That's crazy. Kyrie Irving drops a 60 ball on the Orlando Magic and drops 41 in the first half.
Did you get a chance to watch the first half though yet?
Yeah, I seen those highlights, man.
No. You had to watch it like
I didn't get to watch it
game.
live. I was at work, but man, it was unbelievable to hype. Like they throwing everything in the book at this man, and he is just giving them work. 3-point, pull up, off the dribble, like whatever you want.
But he wasn't even dribbling like that. He said he only took 2.8 dribbles per point.
Really? Because I seen him get to the couple times.
Yeah, those is when he went to the basket. But there's a lot of times, well, not a lot, but there was points where he was just catching and shooting.
Yeah, I seen he was at one point. I don't know if he finished the game like this, but I know at one point I seen he was 7 for 13 from 3. Like, yo.
The first half was, I was just sitting there. I'm just like, and in my head, I'm thinking like, let that man play. Like, get rid of this rule that he can't play.
Because he
came and watched the game.
But remember, I told you that. I said, this was a couple weeks ago. I said if I was Kyrie, every single home game, I'm gonna put the pressure on the government to remove this goofy rule because I don't understand how you're letting people in that's not vaccinated, but
he can't
if you
play,
work
but he can
there,
watch.
you can't. You know what? He can watch every home game. It's like I would be front row at every home game. So this would be a story. I would have done this months ago. I would have done this, to be honest, out the gate. I would have just put the pressure on the government, on the governor of New York, the minute the season started. Like, because if he did it for the Knicks game and it was a story all week and then it died down. If you would have did it every single home game, man. The governor would have had no.
I was gonna say, just get the governor some tickets and sit down at the game with him and just hash it out.
Yeah, from what I hear from reports, he is bent.
That's because KD be saying some disrespectful stuff to the governor, and KD don't care because he said some disrespectful stuff last night because one of the fans told him to take the game over. He said, I ain't gonna repeat what he said, but he said some wild stuff. It was on Instagram. Go check it out. I don't know, something. He wired different, bro. Like he says anything. You know what it is? Like he reminds me of you when you get pissed. Like when we were younger. He always pissed off though.
And that's the thing. Like he got your competitive vibe, but he don't know how to keep it professional. Like that's his thing, yo. Because every time he do this, I'm like, yo, this is Darnell. If this is Darnell, if he had money, if Darnell was in the league,
I won't be on Twitter and social media.
Yo,
though.
I promise y'all, if Darnell was in the league, he'd act just like KD.
I wouldn't do the Twitter accounts. And
yes,
stuff.
you would.
No,
yo,
a fake one, bro.
Yeah, he wouldn't make a fake one, but
I wouldn't be on social media like that.
He'd be arguing with everybody. That
I'm gonna argue.
Yeah, okay, so
but he's me to the extreme.
Yo, yeah, but
there's no filter, like, and he don't care that you got him on camera, no nothing. Like it's like he'll look at the camera and then be disrespectful to you.
The funniest thing with KD is that Charles Barkley interview. I can't even remember what.
Oh, when he just was quiet.
Yes, yo, that was hilarious. I can't even remember what Charles asked him. I just remember him just staring at the camera like, yo, dying laughing. So, yo, that's some ignorant stuff right there. Like,
but Barkley be doing too much sometimes because he always talking.
But
about
why agree to the interview if you gonna do that then?
It's post game. What you mean?
Man, if you gonna do that, LeBron just skipped the post game interview not too long ago.
LeBron's more mature than Kevin Durant.
All I'm saying is, if you that real, I mean, if you that upset with him, take your little fine, and don't even go through the interview. You went on national TV and just stared at Charles Barkley. Yo, that was some funny stuff right there.
You wanna know what still bothered me? He still don't care about his hair. Like, just cut it, bro.
Nah, for real, bro. Like, you're
walking around
you're
like
a millionaire.
Like one of these
Go get a brush.
He look like he in kindergarten. He just didn't get care no more and just walked to school.
So where do you think they're headed?
whoever get the 1 seed in the East, I feel so bad for them.
So I gotta eat my crow here. Philly,
yeah.
Philly is making me a little nervous after that Nets game.
Hate to say, I told you
And no, Darnell did call it. He said, "Wait till they hit some adversity." And James Harden is not taking adversity well.
Fold up.
Ever
Just like
since,
the chair.
yo, and so before the Nets game, there was reports that, or I think maybe you told me about it, that before James got traded, Kyrie basically told him he was trash and he'd lock him up and all this stuff.
I told you he was gonna guard him last week when they
Yo,
played.
he really put the clamps on James, stole his heart, and he ain't played good since.
He not built like that. Kyrie an animal, bro.
And then speaking of that, yo, now okay, nobody's gonna bring this up, but I will. He has played half the season. Everybody else tired. He got the freshest legs on the court. So
James ain't played that much. He been hurt. Hurt. Quotes. Air quotes.
Okay. It was a 2 week.
Oh no, he been doing this all season.
Yeah, it was not all season.
He'll take little breaks and be disappearing.
Before the trade, like 2 weeks before the trade deadline is when he took his little.
Oh no,
I quit.
Beginning of the year, he wasn't playing at first.
I remember him. He wasn't playing
look at his
good.
Look at his total games for the year. You can be like, ooh.
He wasn't playing good. I remember he playing. He was just fat as hell.
Blaming it on this hamstring. Nah, man, that ain't what it is.
He just
him and Kai was beefing.
See, so because I remember when I was younger and waiting for the NBA season to come. I don't remember why I was thinking this, but I would think to myself, like, I wonder what players think going into the season, knowing they got a chance. I want to say I was watching an interview from some team with some. I can't remember the team or the player, but I know it was an interview where a player was basically trying to be positive, but they know, and they're talking about something like, our goal is to win the championship this year, and it was one of those things like, bro, you know, y'all not making. Yeah, y'all not winning the championship.
Oh, you mean like a bad team?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you guys say it at the beginning of the year. Everybody got a chance.
And I remember I was like 12 or something. And I remember I'm watching the interview, and I remember saying to myself, like, bro, there's no way you really think that. And James Harden is like the player that really comes out and you can tell what he thinks of the team. And like, for example, with Houston,
so you saying he just basically kept it real?
He's one of the players that I'm not this team player that's gonna just say the right thing. No, if we're trash, I'm gonna let us know we're trash and I need to get up out of here. And that's the vibe I got after him seeing Kyrie's not coming back. They're not changing the vaccine. KD's hurt again. He's like, oh yeah, I'm not about to leave me with these dudes. Nah.
But then 1 week later. 5 minutes later. Wop, 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 wop. That's down on a 30-piece at home.
You know how embarrassing it gotta be?
Meat can't save you, bro. It's over. You lost
how
Philly by 30.
It gotta be that they're booing Ben Simmons, and by the end of the game, they're booing the whole team. That's bad. And they, like I said, they haven't played great since that game. So
they survived against Cleveland last night, but they almost lost Cleveland the first time, so they better hope they don't see Cleveland because Jared Allen probably be back by then. I think
the Eastern Conference is going to be so good this year. I'm telling you. Because I feel like the West is top heavy. I think it's the first 3 seeds, and then it's the rest of the pack.
Dang, you just gonna throw Utah away?
Oh, I thought you was talking about.
Ain't nobody talking about the Lakers. You go ahead with that.
You go ahead with the Lakers. No. I thought because you be killing me with the Lakers. I thought you was gonna bring them up. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, you're just throwing the Lakers up. Yes, I'm throwing the Lakers. But Utah, man, we seen Utah. You know what the story is with Utah. I'm interested in Phoenix, Golden State, and Memphis.
Memphis, they too young.
Yeah, but they don't care, bro. That's the thing, like, about these young teams. Like, for example, Cleveland. I would give them the young excuse. Like, they're too young because
they the same as Memphis.
Nah. Memphis don't care, bro. Like Cleveland don't got the same attitude. Memphis, it's like Cleveland. The young teams are usually just happy to be there. Memphis wants to take y'all out. Memphis don't care. Memphis feels like they should be there. Memphis feels like
I don't care how you feel. It doesn't matter what's gonna happen.
nah, but that's the thing, bro. They got a squad,
right? Listen, I'm not hating against Memphis. I like Memphis. It's difference. It's this difference between playing regular season games and a playoff series, absolutely. And it's just you and I. Okay, I'm about to see you for the next 2 weeks.
No. You're absolutely the playoffs is a different vibe, and I think their youth is going to show up, and it's going to cost them in one of these rounds. It's just you have that sliver. The way they're playing, you can't help but have that slither of hope. Like maybe this is the Cinderella. You know what I'm saying? Like that this could be the surprise team because they don't care who it is, who they're playing. You got to beat them. You got to prove it to them because they fear no one.
All I'm saying, they in a 2 spot right now, and I understand Steph just got hurt last night. Probably not coming back to the playoffs. But they better not go on no losing streak, because
that's the thing. They've been consistent all season, with or without Ja Morant.
Right, but a lot of these young. Okay, remember, I'm not biased. Pacers, they started out. They had the best record the whole year. The last quarter of the season just went on a skid. It went into the playoffs. They skidded the whole last quarter of the season. Almost lost the first round. There's still time for them to slip. It's not over yet. And if you slip,
it's like 16 games left.
Right. That's a quarter of a season almost. So they slip in the West. You could fall to like 4 or 5. Guess who's sitting in that 4 or 5 slot? Dallas. They don't want no smoke with Luka.
No,
they don't want no smoke. And Dinwiddie balling, and they got Jalen Brunson and all those dudes.
I was gonna bring them up. You know what? Let's talk about Dallas. They're on a hot streak, man. What you think?
They only 4.5 back. So if Memphis slip,
because when I said it was a 3-team race, I was in the back of my head like, no, there was another team that's catching fire, and that's who it was, Dallas. Dallas is creeping, and if I was in the West, I wouldn't want no parts of Dallas.
And we already had this question last week on Family Ties. I already said Luka getting out the first round. It don't matter who they playing. They getting out the first round this year.
Not to mention, Dinwiddie is not no slouch. He's balling. 2-game winners this week. Like, watch out. And he's been giving. I think he's averaging 20 since he got there.
Yeah, they've been balling. They like 7-2 since they got him, or something like that.
Porzingis wasn't giving him a damn thing.
He's hurt all the time, Mr. Glass. But as it shapes up right now, Memphis will play Minnesota in the first round. That's not going to be a cakewalk.
Why ain't it? D'Angelo Russell. Oh, they're going to put Beverly on him. I was going to say, D'Angelo Russell don't play a lick of defense.
And they young. They get up and down right with Memphis. So,
but see, I think Memphis's playoff experience from last year is going to help them because you got to remember, Minnesota hasn't been here before.
Cat has.
When?
You forget Jimmy Butler and Wiggins? They went to
the playoffs?
Yes.
And they got swept, didn't they?
It was against Houston. They wasn't supposed to beat them. And they gave Houston problems.
Okay.
So I'm just saying that's gonna be more of a series than you think.
I wouldn't say more than I think because I like Minnesota. I like Memphis too, but no, Minnesota's fair because I like the young kid. Dang, his name is slipping my mind right now. Anthony. What's the
Edwards.
Edwards. Wiggins was in my head, and I'm like, no, it's not Wiggins. Edwards. I like his game. Pat Bev pissed me off last night.
He went over and pat LeBron in the
butt.
I was crying. I was like, LeBron, you ain't got to do nothing.
What could he do?
You ain't going to playoffs anyway. Knock him out.
Man, he got to go get Kareem record.
He can do it next year.
All right, man. Let's get into Family Ties.
All right. I'm already halfway there. At least 2 5 seeds will lose in the first round of the tournament.
I mean, that's a given. It usually happens. It happens often, so I'm going to say Family Ties on that one.
Okay. Von Miller won't make it through half the contract he just signed.
Now, the contract for 6 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but none of it. I feel like only the first 3 years is guaranteed. So
Only the signing bonus was guaranteed. They already guaranteed it. He got the 45 or 51, one or two.
yeah, which is basically the first 3 years. So I really count it as the first 3 years. If you're going by the 6 years, of course not. He's not gonna make it. But if you're going by the first 3 years, I still don't think he makes it. I think he only got like 2 seasons left. So I'm gonna go Family Divide or Family Ties.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, so you
Family
gonna say
Ties.
something?
Yeah.
All right. Matt Ryan will be the Colts starting quarterback week 1.
I think it's a good idea. I'm gonna say Family Divide because I haven't heard anything. I think that's an interesting spot for him. If I would have to guess, I know they're not gonna make him go to Houston. They're not gonna do him like that. But I will watch for San Francisco. I think because didn't Kyle Shanahan work with Matt Ryan? Yeah.
Did you not see that they gave like 3 first-round picks to go get Trey Lance? You got to let Trey Lance play.
Yeah, but from everything I hear, he's not ready. That's why you heard about, that's what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks Brady's going to San Francisco. I don't
He's
either.
staying in Tampa.
I think he's staying in Tampa too. But the reason why they think the reason why that story is out there is because they don't think Trey Lance is ready, but they're not running it back with Jimmy. You already know what it is with Jimmy.
I trade Jimmy and just play with Trey Lance. You got to. This is why he's cheap. You got to let him develop. He played like, 3 games last year?
You got a championship roster, and you talking about let a kid develop.
They let Cap develop, got to a Super Bowl. And now he has a whole full offseason. Ain't no COVID restrictions. Let him develop. Kyrie should be able to play without the vaccine.
Yeah, we already talked about it. Absolutely.
Well, nobody told you to bring it up.
All right, sorry, but absolutely.
Actually, I think I might have brought it up.
Yeah, that's the dumbest rule in the world right now. I don't understand. He can sit front row courtside with no mask on, but let's not put him on the court.
Bonus round. Vikings edition.
Oh, shoot.
The Vikings will regret letting Rick Spielman leave.
Family Divide. And let me tell you, I like Rick Spielman. I do. But we talked about this earlier in the week. I kind of like the direction where we're going.
I think they have no idea what they're doing because it makes no sense whatsoever to extend Kirk, but then you about to trade Daniil Hunter. It makes no sense.
It makes absolute sense. They extended.
One is top 5 as a position. The other one isn't.
You're biased on the top 5.
No.
He hasn't even played in 2 years, number one.
He played last year. Was leading the league in sacks before he got hurt.
He played, 4 games?
Played 6, had 7.5 sacks.
It's a 17-game season. He played 6 of them.
And had 7.5 sacks. You prorate that. That's 23 sacks.
But he's not playing, bro.
That's 2 years. Other than that, he was the youngest of 50 sacks.
Bro, you don't get healthier as you get. Think about you.
He's 27.
Look at you now.
Don't. I'm gonna kick you out this year. He's 27, bro.
Bro, right.
So when he get 20 sacks next year for somebody else, I don't want to hear nothing from you.
Bro, all I'm saying is the man has not been on the. He's productive when he is.
It's just the last 2 years.
And as you get older, you don't get healthier.
So why you extend Cousins? He got older. He ain't getting better.
He's never gotten hurt.
He gonna get worse.
I didn't say you get worse. I said you get hurt.
You do get
more.
worse as you get older.
Nah, man. Listen, they need. I was with you.
That's the best pass rusher we got, bro. Like, keep him.
I was with you when they extended Kirk. I was like,
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. But then, once I took my emotions out of it and I really thought about it, I'm like, well, you did free up some cap.
Not much. You broke even.
You freed up some cap. And next year, really, we were going to trade him this year. Think about it. We were going to trade him this offseason.
Good luck with it next year. You gave him a no trade clause.
That's the only issue. I keep forgetting about the no trade clause. Okay, so the no trade clause, that hurt.
Idiotic.
But he keeps us relevant. Because
we don't need to be relevant. We need to start over.
And you know what? It's crazy because I'm usually the one that says that, but this is where I think they're gonna go. I think they're going to keep a competent. You
could have got Jameis or Mariota to be competent.
They're using the Kansas City method. They got a competent quarterback until they can find the opportunity to get the young guy and go forward with the young guy.
Good luck finding Pat Mahomes and then giving up all your draft to go get him.
I don't think what I mean.
Because you're gonna get a bad pick with Kirk. Kirk not bad. He's a good quarterback, but now you're gonna be
no.
mediocre.
Think about it. We got 12 this year. We got 13 last year. That's middle of the pack.
And we ain't moving up.
Why ain't we? We offer that pick with other first rounders. We can move up. If Chicago could move up and they had a worse pick than we did, why can't we?
There's a difference. Nobody wanted the quarterbacks that was sliding.
I wanted us to trade it for Justin Winslow. Justin Fields.
I'm just saying, with Kirk, you're gonna have a mid-round pick, and then you got to give up everything to go move up. But this is
you don't have to give up everything.
This is the difference between us and Kansas City. Their people was young. Our people are not all young.
Jefferson,
Cook's a running back. He's going to be 27, 28 next year. That's not young.
Irv Smith.
He's hurt, like you said.
No, he's going to be healthy by the time the season.
Okay, I hope so.
Irv Smith. Our defense
Thielen's
is getting
old.
older.
All our defense is old.
Is getting older.
And we
I
signed
would
old
say
people.
it's not old.
Everybody
it's getting
30
older.
plus.
No, they're not.
Besides Dantzler.
Kendricks is not 30 plus.
Yes, he is.
No, he isn't.
Want to bet some push-ups right now live on?
No, not right now.
Okay.
We can record them, but I'm not doing
I
them
promise
right
you,
now.
Kendricks is 30.
I'm not betting it. But
okay.
But I didn't think Kendricks is that old.
He been there for a while, bro.
Our secondary is old.
Besides Dancer, the only starting corner we got in the thing. 30 years exactly.
Sheesh. And I think we getting rid of Barr.
Yeah, it's over because after if we was going to sign him back, we had to do it before the new league year started because they gave him void years. The void years kicked in once the new league year started, so we screwed. We can't bring him back.
Our defense is going to be worse than it was this year.
And unless Jordan Hicks and Phillips going to go crazy. So Pat P need to come back.
Our free agent signings don't usually hit.
Because we ain't got no money because we re-signed Kirk.
Well, Sheldon Richardson was a good signing.
Yeah, they need to bring
He was
him back.
always – I mean, not now. He
can play DN in 3-4.
I think he's too old.
He balled last year.
Who did he play for?
Us.
I didn't think he balled last year.
Yeah, especially when Hunter and Griffin got hurt. He had to play DN. He didn't even get to play D tackle last year.
So what do you think? It's going to be another mediocre year for us?
It's going to be mediocre, and UConn is on right now.
All right. So that he's dropping hints. He's ready to go. That's Family Affair. We'll see y'all next week from 6 to 7.
UConn.
You're such a